It's a big morning on the BNSF JPT sub. Looks like we're going to pour some water today. So here we go. Just looking at what we're starting out with. We got a Woodland Scenics Realistic Water, some Woodland Scenics Water Tint Murky. Not exactly sure how much we're going to add to that, but it doesn't take much according to the directions, just a few drops. So I've already, I'm starting with a half a bottle of the realistic water, and I've already got it poured into the cup here. The next thing I'm going to do is put the drops in and mix it, and then we'll see how the color looks, and then we're going to move over to the layout and pour some water. Okay, here we go. I just had a false start on the video, so we'll start over again because I realized there was something else I needed to do here. Again, we've got our realistic scenic water, already poured it in our cup. We're going to be using the murky Woodland Scenics tint. Got our trusty wood stir stick here. So the first thing, this is what I just realized I did not do earlier, was we have this Woodland Scenics tint, which we'll pull off the camera for a second. And it has a little cover on the top there that keeps it sealed. That first time I tried to put a few drops in, didn't work because guess what? I didn't take it off. So we're going to take that off now and try and put a few drops in here. So here we go. We'll set that aside there. And it didn't pull the whole top off of it, so that's interesting. Okay, I got a nice little blob of that on my finger, getting the last of that little plastic out of there. And we're going to start by putting a few drops in here. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll be honest with you, that looked very clear. There's nothing on the bottle about shaking it up or anything like that, so I don't know that really did anything. So we're going to stir it. And one thing is, remember, if you're doing this, I've learned this from a lot of videos, is when you stir it very slow so you don't make bubbles. And I don't think that added anything to it. So we're going to try and shake this bottle up a little bit. And if we can get it back open again, try it again. And we can't get it open again, imagine that. There we go. Finally. There we go. I shook it up. Wasn't sure I should do that. Now it's actually got color in what's coming out. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set that down here. You can see in the cup here where the water is. Try and stir that a little bit. Sorry for the light there. I'm going to set this down while I stir. Again, very slowly, just to make sure we don't create any. I can barely see the tint in the water. I know there's a math formula for figuring out how much of that stuff to use per how much is in the cup, but I didn't do that. Not work, so skipping the math. Sure, stirring it is fun to watch, but we're going to finish stirring it up, and then we'll visit at the layout and watch a little pour here. All right, so here we go. It's time to Do a little water pour here. I added a few more rocks and things in the creek since the last time I did a video. Some bigger pieces of talus from Woodland Scenics. And it's kind of where I want it before I add any more foliage or anything like that. I want to kind of get the water in there and then add the foliage around it. So here we go, and we've got our water mixed here. Kind of got a murky tint to it. We're going to see how that goes. Sorry about the train in the background. That's the Austell rail cam. Got a NS maintenance away train going by there, it looks like. So interesting stuff while we're working on the layout. Get the camera back to where it's supposed to go, and we're going to pour a little water here. Hopefully it goes well. A couple of drips off the stir stick here, just to get rid of those. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start at this end and kind of work our way down. And it's finding its way along the low spots first, which is kind of good. That's kind of what we want it to do. This is the first pour. I'm planning on putting a second pour in here, obviously, to make sure we get everything up to thin but a good level. See a couple of pieces of talus floating there. I don't like that. Back up here and kind of fill in more. Kind of flow natural there to wherever it wants to go. And I don't mind it being a little deep, so we'll let that happen naturally. I'm going to use the stir stick here. I'm going to put a couple of drops in this indention up here. It looks like it's rained a little, maybe. Pour the rest of this in here, and then we'll see a couple of pieces of talus I'm going to have to deal with here. Alright, so I think we got it, folks. Set our Bucky's cup out of the way here. Floating talus right there that just need to move to the edges. I don't see any bubbles right away, so I think we're good there. So a couple of those pieces of little bitty pieces of talus that I guess the glue didn't catch and the vacuum didn't get either. So, you know, we did try and vacuum that. Piece right there. Alright, kind of think everything else looks really good here. Maybe there's a piece right there. There might have been one bubble, so I think we've got that. Alright, so there we have our pour. The water does, to me, have a little bit of a tint to it, but not too much, and that's good because I really didn't want a lot. Everything looks nice and level, and you can kind of see, like, this is probably a thicker pour than I should have done on the first one, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll revisit this in a week or two and put another layer on top and see what we have from there. Kind of really itching to get this done and get my bridge reinstalled and start on some of the greenery and stuff around the creek. And I'm kind of thinking I need to find a couple of sticks, branches, and limbs kind of put along the bank as well, right down to the edges of the water. See what other kind of debris that you find in a creek that I could find and put in there, maybe a pallet or a tire or something like that. Anyway, so that's where we are now. No trains running yet this morning, but I guess after the video that's probably gonna happen. We'll see from there. And other than that, nothing else new has gone on the layout since the last update. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed watching me pour some water this morning, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.